I haven't had a chance to ask you about this video, but what's going on there? Was Richie kind of questioning whether this guy had some sort of medical background where he felt like he could be out there like helping people? I mean, Richie was asking some, pretty tough questions.
Yeah, we go to these protests and we try to ask everybody involved. We ask, people who are rioting. We talk to protesters. We talk to armed vigilantes, as you may call them. We talk to residents. So when we saw that night, there was probably a group of about a dozen armed individuals, and they were all sort of in the same group, and Kyle was in this group. And so Richie went up and just sort of asked him, hey, why do you have this big gun and you're standing in front of this local business? Like, what are you doing? And I did see Kyle earlier in the night. I have video footage, actually. He was calling to the protesters saying, hey, if anybody needs help, come to this. You're allowed into this parking lot and we'll give you medical aid. It did. And the night before that as well, there were 3 armed men guarding a local business, and they got into a confrontation with protesters who said that they were not on the same side. And the men were like, look, yeah, we're actually on your side, but, we're all for protesting. We're all for, going and holding the police accountable, but we're not for you guys burning down local businesses. So, from what I did gather, just watching them over the past 2 nights, the group didn't seem anti-protester. They seemed anti-looting and destroying local businesses.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much everyone, right? No one's anti-protest. You have the right to go protest, but you don't have the right to burn down a business, loot, riot, commit acts of violence. I mean, it's just... We need more lawmakers to come out, high-profile Democrats to come out and say that they're totally against this, because they're the ones that are looking the other way, and in some cases they're even encouraging it. Well, Shelby, we're totally out of time. Again, I'm so glad that you're safe, you're so brave, and I'm wondering, are you going to take a break from going to these protests for a little bit, or what's next?
Well, actually, we landed in D.C. last night and got food, and then went out to the protests there, and we'll be covering the March on Washington tonight and today. So,
wow.
No break yet, but hopefully like a little weekend off soon.
I hope so. Well, stay safe, Shelby, and I'll be following everything you're doing.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.